just to give you an update as to what really is happening as far as the Faridabad module is concerned. You know, these names, Umar, Amir, Tariq, these are very familiar names in Jammu and Kashmir. So one is also trying to ascertain, that's what police officials told us, that they're also trying to ascertain whether, you know, these are the same one person or these are similar.
No, Arunima, we have confirmation from Ishan. We have confirmation from Ishan, who is right there in Sambura. Just before you came on live, there's confirmation that Umar and Amir are brothers. They are two separate individuals, and Tariq is a third individual, and all three of them have been right now picked up from Sambura. So whether or not the aliases were...
Anand, what I was trying to tell you was... No, what I was trying to tell you was Dr. Umar, who's suspected in the Faridabad module. Is Dr. Umar the same Umar who has been picked up for ownership of the car? That's also a confusion right now. But because these are so commonly used names, it will take time. It will take time to figure out.
So there again, what's happening is what's happening is that the Amir, the person who's collecting the key in the image, he's actually not Tariq, he's Amir, and Amir's brother's name is also Umar. So those two individuals, and they both belong to Sambura village, and Amir has seemingly picked up the keys or the car on behalf of Tariq. So those three individuals, Tariq, Amir and Umar, are right now in custody of the cops. Now whether or not they are linked to this Dr. Umar, and that perhaps, like you say, is in the realm of investigation.
Yes, and if you just give me 30 seconds, I want to finish what officials are telling me. Does it seem deliberate that till 2015, the papers, the records of this car is clean? Even the challan that has been paid from Haryana all the way to Tariq in Kashmir, there's no problem with that. Post which, suddenly the records go up in the air. There's no paperwork, there's no record as per the MV Act. So has this vehicle been picked up deliberately to put off investigators off their trail? That's also something that is under the realm of investigation at the moment.
Well, but was it a 10-year plan, or were they just illegally selling cars without having to go through the paperwork as per the Motor Vehicles Act? That's another part. But then what happens is it becomes difficult to trace ownership. Now from Tariq, because if Tariq, Umar and his brother Amir is the one who's there in the picture here, if all three of them are alive, so clearly Tariq was not the one, driving the car. So who is driving the car? Who did he give the car to? And who are these people, and are they connected somewhere to Pulwama, and via Pulwama somewhere with Dr. Umar and Dr. Muzammil and that entire group, which is the Faridabad module? Ankur Gupta is live with us. Arunima is trying to see if the top cop is speaking again, and we'll go back to her moment we have an update from her. She's at the Red Fort. Ankur has also been tracking this very carefully. Ankur, somewhere circumstantially, the first intent was, or the first assumption was, this has to be linked, this has to be connected. Did the bust of the module trigger a certain level of haste from this group? Were they trying to flee the area, relocate perhaps whatever ammunition they had, or were they trying to create certain amount of mayhem and create destruction sooner than later because they thought the authorities could close in on them since the Faridabad module was busted? All this perhaps now under the ambit of investigation.
Yeah, Anand, I'll come back to on this. Basically, we have got exclusive information that according to the forensic officials have told the investigators that there is a possibility of use of RDX. There is a possibility that the whatever they have gathered from the spot, it hints about the use of RDX in the blast. So this is the biggest development so far, and importantly, the car which was used in the blast was seen coming from Badarpur border to New Delhi area, and around 8 AM in the morning, this car was noticed by the investigators at a toll gate. So certainly these information have been gathered by different sources, and importantly, there is now cops are also probing a direct link with Faridabad module, which was busted by J&K police and Haryana police yesterday, and they are also suspecting that this could be a panic car blast after getting caught by investigators. The master could have told them to just place the blast anywhere. So in the panic, they just placed the blast, and they in fact they couldn't placed it properly. So certainly all these are now under investigation. So the biggest part is there is a possibility that RDX, which is the highly the most sophisticated explosive,
Ankur,
may have used in this basically
Ankur,
NSG.
Two parts to your information. One, you're saying that there's possibility that RDX could have been used. Now, have the forensic analysts found traces of RDX there? Because RDX in modern day can be very easily traced. Its origin and where it is from, it's traceable. So that's one point. The second point is that you say that this I-20 vehicle crossed a toll at Badarpur. So where was this I-20 actually coming from if it crossed the toll at Badarpur? One. Two, how many occupants were there? Does that toll capture the occupants of the car? So do the authorities now have a fixed image of who all were sitting inside the car as it entered?
Yeah, so Anand, basically the current investigation has suggested that there are two parts of investigation. Which initial forensic FSL conduct initial assessment and inform the local the investigators, and later the most authentic way is the NSG brief the investigator whether what kind of explosive was used in which blast. So certainly this is the initial stage which we are talking about, and cops are now investigating whether if they crossed a toll gate of Badarpur border at 8 a.m. So from 8 a.m. till 4:35 p.m. This car roamed in Delhi at different parts of the national capital. They are now probing where exactly they went, whether the driver of the car, which is suspectedly the doctor, which is linked to the Pulwama. So
yeah, interestingly.
So whether they met anybody in between these 7-8 hours. This is the part of the investigation.
Right, and also the location. Where all did the car roam? From 8 a.m. if it crossed into crossed the Badarpur border. Interestingly, viewers, if you look carefully, there's nobody sitting in the front seat. There's no one sitting next to the driver. So the front seat is empty. Was this being driven solo by the driver as he entered, as the car entered Delhi via the Badarpur border? And were there more occupants who were added on through the course of the day? So the trail of this car is now going to be traced right across Delhi. Where all did it drive? Where all did it row on? Did it tank up anywhere? Fuel? Did it stop? Did it make a longest stopover? Did more people get onto the car? Because as of now, you see the driver is wearing a smoke mask or a mask on his face to cover it from pollution. So it's very easy to wear that. But there's nobody sitting next to the driver in the car. The front seat, front passenger seat next to the driver is empty. Are there people at the back? We are not able to we can't make it clear, but it's a small car, and if you can see the rear view or the rear window of the car and the back screen, the rear windscreen of the car is visible. That means there aren't too many occupants except for this person who's wearing a blue shirt and wearing a face mask.